so good. Hey, sorry I'm late. Happy.
You look nice.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. New dress?
Yes, it is. How'd you know?
What just happened?
Planning a trip?
Mm-hmm. Going to Europe. It's a school trip.
Did you get your passport?
Peter Parker here to pick up a passport, please.
Mini toothpaste?
Mm-hmm.
Pack your suit.
I just want to go on my trip with my friends. Europe doesn't really need a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You look really pretty.
Therefore, I have value.
No, that's not
I'm
right.
messing with you. You look pretty too.
I just want to spend some time with MJ. I think she really likes me, dude.
That reminds me when I first fell in love. I had just finished my food call.
So nice to finally meet you, Spider-Man.
You're Nick Fury.
Put some clothes on. Let's go for a ride.
Is he gonna be okay like that?
Might want to turn him over so he doesn't swallow his tongue.
I think Nick Fury just hijacked our summer vacation.
Awesome! You got gifts, Parker, but you have a job to do. Are you going to step up or not?
You're all alone. Your friends are in trouble. What are you going to do about it?
You don't want any part of this.
Who is that guy?
He's like Iron Man and Thor rolled into one.
He's no Spider-Man.
What is it with you and Spider-Man?
What, he looks out for the neighborhood, has a dope suit, and I really respect him. Sup, dickwad?
Hello, I'm back for another video. My name is Josh Kastic, and today, well, I showed you the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Oh man, does it look awesome. I know several people who like films that I'm friends with and all that. They're kind of tired of Marvel, but I don't know, I can't get tired of Marvel. There's going to be 3 movies this year. Now, next year, there's supposed to be 3 more movies, yet Guardians of the Galaxy kind of, you know what happened with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. James Gunn got fired last year, and so kind of Guardians of the Galaxy is still happening. We just don't know when, how it's going to be done, and so it's kind of just up in the air right now. We don't know if there's still going to be 3 movies next year, but, you know, we will find out eventually, probably somewhere after Avengers 4, because as of right now, you know, Avengers 4 is kind of ending the Marvel universe as we know it, and so it kind of leaves, we can't know the other movies after it because they kind of will be spoilers for Avengers 4. I mean, right now, we already know Spider-Man is happening, of course, from the trailer as well, the point of this video. And it's kind of, as of right now, we know he is dead in the MCU, or doesn't technically exist. I mean, he's supposed to cease to exist. If you watch the Avengers 4, it is confirmed that they're supposed to cease from existence. So it's kind of still weird, though, if you think about it. A lot of movies don't understand time. If you cease to exist, that means you never existed at all. No one should remember you. You never existed. That is my one problem with movies. A lot of times they don't correctly use time. When you say something does not exist, it means it never existed, and therefore no one should know about it. So if the half the universe got snapped out of the universe, they never existed, then no, the other half should not remember them. Literally. I'm just saying they shouldn't if you want to do time correctly. But they definitely know what, understandable, they know Thanos did something. They know that there's accidents that's happening all over the universe. But they shouldn't remember the other half. They should, boom, never existed. Minds cannot remember them. But what they can't, so you're probably wondering, if they did go that route, how would they fix something that they don't, well, like I said, they still know something is wrong. They still know Thanos did something. They still know that there's accidents and all these crazy stuff going on. They know something happened. They know that, they do know that when Thanos snapped his hands, half the universe went away. So yes, they know that half the universe went away. They will remember that. They just don't remember who those people were. And so they are still going to fix it. They can still fix it even though they don't remember who those people are. That's how you do time correctly. But no one wants to do time correctly, and I get that. That's the problem with using time, like trying to mess with time in movies like this, because no one knows how to do it properly. No one. I'm just saying, like, not even the Flash, who tries to mess with time, like, every single season, doesn't even follow the rules of time. It only follows certain rules, not all of them. And sometimes it just doesn't write out, do those rules, just for the benefit of the show, okay? And there's even, a spin-off of the DC shows called DC's Legends of Tomorrow, which also does not do time correctly. None of these shows, none of them do time correctly. That's all I have to say. I'm going to leave it at that. But, yes, we cannot know what's going to happen in these other movies because they could be spoilers for Avengers 4. Even though I am 100% that we're all kind of guess what's going to happen. I mean, I still feel like we're going to be surprised, but I don't know. There's something like you could think about. Like I said, it's like we're all guessing these stuff, and there's so much stuff that we guess and stuff. It's like really we guess so much stuff that's really hard for someone to surprise us, I think. But I could be wrong, and you got great writers, you got great directors. They could pull off a surprise on us, and everything we thought of is not true. So, but one thing that is true is it's definitely going to be a fix of somehow. They have to fix whatever is going on. But other than that, the trailer looked awesome. This is our first time going to see Mysterio on the big screen, and he looked awesome. Now, these elemental beasts, we don't know what they are. People are theorizing that they are just illusions that Mysterio is making, because that's what Mysterio does. He uses technology to make illusions. Now, originally, there's a bunch of rumors that this Hydro Man, a Lava Man, Chameleon, plus Mysterio, and maybe one more. All of them are supposed to be in the film to set up the Sinister Six. Now, from looking at this trailer, I don't think it's a Hydro Man. Now, it's still theorized, because I feel like Marvel, they're creating these Marvel movies, right? Sony is getting the money for them, but the story-wise is still by Marvel, okay? And so, in that case, I feel like Marvel wouldn't do a mess up like they with Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3. The main problems of those films is that there's too much villains. Too many villains, and a lot of people are speculating these things, but I hope not. I mean, yes, there could be a good movie with all Sinister Six, and if this is just a setup, and then the final six is the Sinister, and the final movie, the third movie, which we don't know if it's whatever is going on with the third film, if there is, that it would have the Sinister Six, but the thing is, they had another movie to develop the Sinister Six, where the Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man didn't. It didn't have a lot of time to develop all those characters, especially Venom, which was just forced into that movie. It wasn't the best idea, okay? And so I feel like Marvel is not going to do what Sony did, you know? So they could have all these villains. Now, if they did, I definitely think Marvel could pull it off if they did try to do it. But I feel like they should know from Spider-Man's original mistakes that they would not even risk that. I mean, I know it's Marvel, and now they pretty much risk anything. So, but they could really risk anything and get away with it, really. But like I said, it's like, you probably want to keep that on the downside, and then like have this build-up movie, and then the third one have the Sinister Six. But we'll see. I don't think it's a Hydro Man. It looks to me like a illusion. Now they still have. I could be wrong, and that could still be Hydro Man, and that is Hydro Man, and he's just working with Mysterio to make a trick. It is very possible, but there are some other elemental beasts in there that's like not fire and water. Like wasn't there like a ground green one? I don't know. That looked really that's not a character that we know of, and I definitely do not think that was suggested. So and if there's an elemental beast like that, I feel like they're all the same. So we'll have to see. So that's my thoughts right now. Mysterio is definitely look like he's going to be the main villain, even though in the trailer it makes him off as a hero. But I think that's the whole point of the movie. He's trying to get on Spider-Man's good side, and he's going to be like a hero. But at the end of the day, he's going to turn villain, and Spider-Man is going to fight him and win. It's pretty much simple as that. Now, the whole premise of this movie is that basically Spider-Man and his friend, friend and classmates, were going on this summer vacation field trip, and then that's when everything goes down. You have a room where Spider-Man walks at his friend, and then his friend gets something in his neck and faints, and it turns out Nick Fury did it. So we also know that Nick Fury also got snapped from the post-credit scene in Avengers Infinity War. So I have to say, as always, Nick Fury has the best entrance. He knows how to make an entrance, and he makes it look good. And so that is definitely one of the signature things. We also know from pictures that we do Samuel Jackson, a.k.a. Nick Fury, was going to be in this movie with Hill. Hill was also snapped out of existence. And so them himself, as well, we didn't see her in the trailer, I'm pretty sure. But yes, we know she's also going to be in the film from set photos, which we have a lot of set photos. There's because Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, is can't keep a secret, if you know what I mean. Can't keep a secret. So yeah, he spoils. Well, I wouldn't say he spoils, but they kind of, for this movie, they used him as marketing. So that, nice job, Marvel. You did it. You did well. So, you know, and that's cool about this trailer. So we know that it's a field trip, and it feels like Nick Fury kind of hijacked their summer vacation, because now he didn't want to be Spider-Man on this field trip. He just wanted to be him. He didn't want to try to save people, even though he did bring it along just in case. You know, he kind of told his aunt he wasn't going to, but he took it anyway, because that's what he does. And so we get to see a lot of the places he visit. Beautiful. We got to see 2 of his suits, or actually 3. Take that back. In the beginning, we get to see it's the same suit. His suit not the Iron Spider suit. The first suit he got from Tony Stark, the blue and red one. But we also got to see another version of that suit. But another version of that suit that is black instead of blue. Now, originally, when Spider-Man was first created, Spider-Man was going to be black, with a red suit with black highlights. And it was slowly changed. It was slowly added. They added a little bit blue, and over time, the suit got more blue and more blue and more blue until we got the iconic blue and red. So they're with this suit, they're trying to have a cool, hint back to his Spider-Man's origins when he first was created. And then we got to see the Shield Spider-Man suit, all black, which is not from the comic books. This is actually a new form in the movie. Now, a lot of people are speculating this is supposed to be a cool reference to either Spider-Man's black suit or the Spider-Man suit, his stuffed suit, and then you could also to one more type of Spider-Man, which I can't remember, like some type of cool looking. I don't remember exactly. So those are the things about this. Now, originally it was speculated that it was his stuffed suit, but from set photos and other things, we find out that it's actually a Shield suit. And then we also seen from a set photo that he was wearing that suit battling against Mysterio. At least we assumed it was Mysterio, and it looked like Mysterio. At least one, it looked like Mysterio, and now looking at the trailer, it definitely looked like Mysterio. So that's a little interesting. Now, if you don't know who Mysterio is, he was a theater, he did the effects for theater things like that. And I don't know, I think he lost his job. I mean, I don't know the entire story. I definitely know from what he used to be, he took his job and took that technology, everything he learned inside his villain wing. And so he is an iconic, he is one of the iconic Spider-Man villains, but he's also one of those villains who are I think a lot, isn't, let's say, that powerful as other ones. He isn't big like the other iconic ones. He's just iconic because he's funny, he's been in a lot of things, he's well known, and I think a lot of times he's really well known because people wanted him to be much better. They wanted him to be more used, let's just say that. More used than he is. So finally, he gets to have his movie debut. And that's and he looks awesome in the trailer. So that's pretty much what's here. Now, in a game, he was in one of the Spider-Man games, he was actually a level 1 villain. He wasn't that good. And if you battle him, like Spider-Man could take him out like that in one game, which a lot of people did not like. They kind of felt bad for Mysterio in that game. I don't remember exactly what game. I know it was a game, and it was I learned this like a few years back. So I'm kind of going based on what I remembered. And it's the same thing with Mysterio's somewhat backstory. I've heard it like way back, so it's like I'm kind of just remembering bits and parts. I know that he basically, from his old job, his illusion, all that came from his old job. All that stuff, I definitely know that. And but yeah, that's pretty much everything on Mysterio. And then we have, we get to see Zendaya's MJ, kind of Michelle, like, it's not the same MJ, obviously, but they're trying to, sorry about that, something happened, I just stopped recording, but back to what I was saying, they kind of, like I say, they want MJ, but they don't want MJ because the original, it wasn't the first, but there was a Spider-Man, but the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. They didn't want the same MJ, but they wanted MJ, so they're like, they have MJ, it's just not the MJ, the normal MJ that like everyone knows and loves. So, in my own opinion, they're trying to be too safe. Okay, like I don't know why they have to be too safe. I mean, like, literally, you have a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. In fact, two. You really don't need to play it safe. I know Spider-Man did not. I know Sony did not do well with these other movies. I understand. But you really don't want to associate with them, but you really don't need to do that. In fact, a lot of times, by doing that, you're kind of actually upsetting the fans, because I know a lot of people did not like the high-tech regular Spider-Man suit that was in Homecoming. A lot of people did not like that, and a lot of people liked it. I didn't have a necessary problem with it. And they actually liked the eye thing. That actually was cool. But I've heard that, I know a lot of people I know weren't really too happy about that. And there's some other things about this movie, the Spider-Man Homecoming, that doesn't have the same aspects of the other Spider-Man, and that is good. There are some parts in the original movies that are really good that a lot of people would wish that was in the this Spider-Man Homecoming. So, people, you could play it safe, but I think just changing a character just because you don't want to associate with the other Spider-Man is going a little too far in the safety zone, if you know what I mean. And it could necessarily, like I said, a lot of movies played it safe, and playing it safe is not always a good thing. Now, Force Awakens played it really safe, yet that was the problem. A lot of people loved the movie, but it was basically a New Hope clone. And a lot of people didn't like that. So, there's a certain point where playing safe is good, but you shouldn't play it safe, like, play it safe. There are certain things, yes, but not a full-blown into that zone, but other than that, the trailer looks awesome. I am very excited for Spider-Man. I definitely enjoyed this Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man was okay. I definitely refused to watch it, like, in the movie theater, because I loved the Tobey Maguire movies. I kind of felt like I understand now why people hated Spider-Man 3, but I don't have a problem with Spider-Man 3. I love the movie. I was a huge Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and then when I heard they were going to go reboot with Amazing Spider-Man, I ultimately refused refused to go see it. Like literally my aunt and uncle like say when I was like when my mom and grandma, when I was younger, they used to go this Christmas tea at my church, and I used to sleep over with my aunt and uncle's house, and we used to do stuff like fun things, and one of those times we were going to see a movie, and they said, let's go see Amazing Spider-Man. I told them, no, please, let's not go see that one. I literally refused. And then I went to watch it when it was a DVD, and, you know, I kind of somewhat didn't, like, I don't know, I a little bit regret not seeing the movie theaters, but, because we went to see a movie I already saw in the movie theater, but, because it wasn't that bad. I guess I was just kind of being nostalgic, or, I don't know, it's just something about it that, you know, Spider-Man 2 was okay. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was okay. I definitely see why people hated it, and I kind of somewhat agree. But, like I said, you know, I'm glad that Spider-Man is in the MCU, but I kind of wish they own him, you know. And when I'll make it more bigger deal when I talk about my Venom review, which will be coming, don't you worry. But, yeah, like I said, my initial thought is that the trailer looked good, it was awesome, and I hope you guys also enjoyed the trailer. If you want to see the full thing without any edits or anything like that for copyright things, the link will be down in the description. Also, my, like I said, my YouTube channel website, a link will also be down in the description, as always. And, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you are new, so you could be updated for my next upload. And that's it. Thank you. Goodbye.